Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Holly. Today I'm sharing another video in my monthly kit SmackDown series. If you haven't seen this before, it's basically where I am testing out different monthly view kits designed for the Erin Condren or sometimes the Happy Planner that I test out and see how functional they are and whether I like them, whether I would recommend purchasing them, and it's all just from my perspective, so take it all with a grain of salt, but I do enjoy doing it. So I will link the previous videos in this series down below. I am today testing out a new kit on the monthly kit scene. It is Little Miss Paperie, and let me just show you first up what we have. So first we have the date headers, or date kind of month covers, the icons, some balloons, a movie marquee, some sidebar headers. Then the date dots, asterisks, paydays, bills, holidays, a bunch of holidays, and event stickers and dots. And then she has a strip to cover the days not in the month, some date covers, some vacation strips, some flags, and then some little checklists. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive right in with this spread. And right away I'm noticing that there's like some white on the bottom here, but it doesn't look like it really was miscut. So I'm wondering if it was intentional because it has it on both stickers and all the other stickers on the sheet are cut correctly. So I'm wondering if that's intentional to give it more of like a clean, like white space, not so crowded look. Let me know if you purchased this kit or another one from her, what you thought, or if you saw that same thing, or if this might have been a miscut. I'm curious to know. Oh, maybe it is intentional because there's a little bit of white space between like the days and the header as well. I actually think it looks kind of nice. It looks like, I don't know, a little more spacious, but I'm curious if it is intentional. Okay, so I'm putting these down. The next is the sidebar, and the sidebar in this spread is, I think, gonna be the most challenging part. So basically you only get these 3 little checklists, which obviously doesn't fill up the entire thing. I saw Brittany, who is the owner of Little Miss Paperie, do a sample spread, and what she did was stack up all of the bills due and then did these. But I really like having the bill dues on the day that they are supposed to be due. So I don't want to do that because I know that's not how I would actually use this kit, even if it's like how it's designed. And I think I can kind of shimmy it in. I think I can do something here to shimmy it into slightly more functional. But first I'm gonna go ahead and put this header, or this cover down for the days. Oops, I did that totally crooked. Okay, so after that brief interlude there with undo, we will come back to that one. So what I think I'm gonna do for the sidebar is I am very much stealing this idea from, I apologize for not knowing her real name, but on Instagram she is exo.cutethings, I believe. If that's you and you happen to watch my channel, feel free to leave a comment down below. But I saw that she used some of these almost like washi in the sidebar to kind of decorate the sidebar and fill in the space. And I think I'd rather do that than use these as date covers. I don't particularly love or feel like I need date covers, or, I don't know, to decorate. Sometimes they're okay, but I don't really totally need them. So I think I'd rather use them in the sidebar. So I'm gonna put that one up top, and then I'm gonna do I'm gonna do like the little lists, and I'll space them out with like some strips of quote washi in between. I think we're gonna give this a go. Okay, so we have the sidebar down. It was quite the rigmarole, to be honest, but I like how it turned out. It just was kind of a pain to get there. Now I am gonna go back and do this cover for the days that are not in the month. And that looks nice. Did I do it upside down? some of it's upside down, some of it's right side up. That is fine. So next I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna write my bills down first because I find that a little bit easier to write on than next to the coil. And then I'm gonna put them down on the corresponding days. Okay, and now that I have all of those bills down, I'm gonna do the holiday stickers. I love that she includes so many holiday stickers. I think these are really cute. And I do like to put in holidays that I don't celebrate in my planner, just so I'm like aware of, you know, what, like whether coworkers might be out that day, or, which doesn't really apply as much for Christmas holidays, but I don't know, just to be aware and sensitive and all of that jazz. So I will put down Hanukkah and Christmas Eve both on the 24th here. Okay, looking cute. Next I'm gonna do these payday stickers, and I'm just gonna put them like in the top corner really on the days I'm getting paid. Okay, so we're looking good. Next, I want to get in my bigger activities for the month. So like all of my, like sometimes I put little reminders in my planner, but I can use like the small dots for that or the asterisks. But I want to get everything in that I would use for, or use these bigger boxes for. So I have 3 larger boxes, and I have a few different events this month that I think I should use these for. So first up is I have a work holiday party on the 17th. So I think I'm gonna use this for that. And I will take maybe these little balloons. Cute. And then it's actually my husband's work holiday party on the 9th, but we're actually going up that afternoon and staying overnight, and I might take a half day off work. So I'm actually gonna take this box sticker here and put this on that day. And I think this print is kind of light enough that I can use that. I can just write on that and I don't need to put really anything else on there. Do I want to use I think I'll save the balloon since this already is like a big enough box there. And then let me write things in as I go. That looks a little boring, so I feel like I should take something. Maybe I'll just take a few of these asterisks since there's several, and just use them like little decorations. Yeah, that looks a little more festive. And then I want to use another one of these big boxes for I have an event on Saturday the 3rd. So I will take this. And this is, I'm actually going to the White House for their like Christmas open house. I have a friend that works there, so this will be cool. I am going to take, I'm just gonna take this snowflake because it's like a holiday open house. And then I have one more, and I think I'm gonna use that for, we have our big family Christmas party on the 26th. So I'm gonna mark that down. Ooh, I think this is upside down. And for that one, I am gonna take the other set of balloons. And I'm actually gonna move this up on that day a little bit because I'm gonna be adding a vacation strip later, and I don't want it to go through this text. So I'm gonna move it up a little while I'm thinking of it, because we will be visiting my family for the holidays. And that way there's room for it. Okay, very cute. Also could use this, something I've seen people do in their plan with me's is instead of using this as like a movie marquee, you just put like a little icon in the center and you can use it for a holiday party or something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my other reminders before I decide if I need to do that. I'm gonna see, there's like one event on the 7th that is kind of like a bigger event, so I could use it for that, but let me see if I need to, because I think that does look a little wonky, but So I'm gonna add in my other stuff for the month, just like happy hours and cleaning appointments, things like that. So first up, I have a happy hour on this Thursday. For happy hour, I'll just take this clock. It's not really an appointment, but I think that's fine. And then I want to mark down that it's my friend's birthday on the 12th. So I'm going to take one of these little present icons here and use this. And then I'm gonna put a cleaning appointment down here. She doesn't really have, oh, I can just use a clock. Okay. And then I have another happy hour. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go to this one or not. It really depends on what my friends are doing. But up here, and it's kind of like an alumni holiday event. So I'm going to take a present and put that down. I think I'm gonna lift this payday up just a tad, sneak this in, and I guess just kind of plop that there. That's fine. It looks a little crowded, but I think that's okay. I mean, I guess we could just put payday on the 1st. I mean, is it gonna kill us, right? I can know mentally. And then I think that is it. And that is it besides the little reminders I want to put in and my travel for the month. So I am going to take this final one. So I just think this is a little, makes a little bit more sense than the movie marquee. Okay, so I'm liking the way this is looking. I do want to do my travel next. So I'm going to take this strip and put this here. To mark out, oh no, we're leaving on Friday, not on, oops. So I'll put this here and go straight across. And then I'm going to mark it here with my X-Acto. Not perfect, but not exact. Hey-o. And then I'm going to take this same color and put this here. And then I think on the 27th, we're leaving and we're just gonna spend a night with Dan's family after we visit with mine. So I'm gonna take this one and put this here to mark that out. I guess we'll kind of be in Rochester until the 27th, but I think this is fine the way it is. And then I want to write in what I have, like what that is. So I will do that. Oh, I'm going to add these cute little car stickers because we are going to be driving. So that makes sense. Okay, so the travel is down. I am loving how this is looking. I have now left to do a few different reminders. I want to put in my Bills games, which are the football games I've watched. I just like having them here so I don't have to look up the schedule every week. And then I also want to put in some contacts reminders. I had forgotten to do that in a one I had watched, or one I had filmed before this, that I think will go up before this. It's the Lexi Kylie Designs one, but I realized I need to be putting my contacts reminders because I'm now changing my contacts every 2 weeks. So I need to put that in. So I think for the football games, kind of like these little flags. I think they could be really cute. And then for the contacts, I'm gonna use the asterisks. I think we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna mark these down and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have all of those little reminders down. I ended up laying the little asterisks over these solid dots just because I had them and, you know, why not use them. And then the final thing to finish off this spread is put on the date dots. So I'm gonna go through and do this and be right back. Okay guys, so I have all those date covers down. I am actually really liking how this spread looks. I was a little like hesitant at the beginning because of the sidebar issues, which we'll get to in a second, but I am liking how this came together. So let me show you what we have left. This just pretty much just the strips there. Have a few icons left. I'm just not the type that needs to mark down trash day in my monthly because it's the same every month, or the same every week, but I think that's fine. And then some extra little dots and payday stuff. So made very good use of this kit. And so as always, what did I like about it? What did I dislike about it? So for me, the positives, I loved the variety of box sizes, flags, dots, all of that jazz that she had. I think that it just makes the spread look a lot more dimensional to have like these little payday bags and then the flags and then, you know, a separate bill due box, things like that. I just think it makes the spread look, I don't know, sometimes there are some monthly kits that I do like, but they have just stacks of like event stickers, like for everything is the same shaped box. And to me, that looks a little bland. So I really like this. I think it looks really nice. Number two thing I like how she pulled in some of her like, I think of it as classic Britney stuff, like her balloons. To me, she doesn't have paydays like this in her kits, but it's a very classic Britney thing to have a cutout payday thing like that. She does have one of her movie marquees, which I do like. And I think if I was going to see a concert or something, this would actually be perfect. So I actually like she included that, even though I didn't use that. So just some of these, some very Little Miss Paperie style things in here. And then the other thing I really liked is how she did the holidays. I'm really happy she did like an inclusive set of holidays in this kit. And I do like that she didn't make them full boxes though, because I think if you make a holiday a full box, you know, and you're not someone that celebrates Christmas, you would have lost a lot of space, especially because it is just a 3-page kit. So I think this is a nice way to draw attention to them, but make it not take over your entire spread, especially because you still often have things going on those days that you would still want to mark down, you know, and which would be hard to do if the entire day was covered. And then finally, this kit does have pretty much everything I look for besides the sidebar, which we'll get to in a second. But, you know, I know a lot of people like to see date dots. It has that. It did have separate bill due stickers, which I personally like. It had the vacation strips. It had holidays. And I think it had a pretty good selection of icons. I liked the presents. I liked the clocks. I liked just having slightly more general ones that you can kind of apply to a variety of things. So then on to the things I didn't like. The big thing I didn't like is the sidebar. I just really wish she had more stackable stuff here. I didn't like having to kind of cobble together my own sidebar. This ended up working out pretty well, I think, but it's not as functional and it is not, I wouldn't want to put my bills in the sidebar, so that's not really a great solution for me. That being said, if you look at her kits for January and February, she has added some more. It seems like she's basically shifting so you don't have as many date covers like these were, and instead you get a few more things to stack in the sidebar, kind of depending on how many holidays and days that aren't in the month you need to cover up. Like depending on that, she's kind of shifting it around. It looks like every month to give you more stuff to stack in the sidebar, which I really like and was happy to see. So I think that's like the big thing that I would have wanted to see. And this was her first month doing it, so you know, I totally understand. I'm kind of testing it, quote, early in the process. So I think she listened to people's feedback and added that. So that is the big thing I would want to see corrected, and it looks like it is fixed. Everything else I didn't like about this kit are really minor. It's like picky, but like I tend to like when the vacation strips are all one color because then it kind of looks like cohesive, although this ended up working out for me. So I don't know, I think it could go either way. I'd like to see maybe a few more functional icons as opposed to all these little circles that you get, just because I don't really have a use for those, but I think that they're fine the way they are. And I personally do like when kits have like cutout deco as opposed to date cover deco. Again, just a personal preference, but that's just, I find that a little bit more functional, or just like that's how I like to decorate, but those are really just picky things. Otherwise, I think this is a really good kit. Once the sidebar is like fixed, I think this is a great option. So the cost of the Little Miss Paperie kit is $10 for matte and $11.50 for glossy for a 3-page kit, which I think puts it pretty much on par with others. The glossy's probably on the slightly more expensive side, but I think that's, but I don't think it's like outrageously expensive at all. And she does also release at least, it looks like she's gonna release at least 2 types of designs a month. So I think that that's something that'll really appeal to a lot of people. So if you don't like the clip art in one kit, you probably will like it in the other because they're kind of contrasting styles. So I think that is another really nice thing about the Little Miss Paperie option. So overall, I think that I would definitely consider purchasing this once again, so long as the sidebar continues to be different. Right now, functionally, this sidebar is not my preference, but since it looks like she has fixed it for January and February, I would definitely pick up one of those and recommend that you guys do as well. So that is my take on the Little Miss Paperie monthly kit. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you have been enjoying my monthly kit SmackDown series. I will link all the videos down below if you have missed some in the past, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, if you want to be updated on what ones I'm going to produce in the future. So that is all from me today, guys. I'll be back soon with another video. Thank you as always for watching. Bye.